Hello everybody and welcome to Limawi. So today we'll continue the Vault deployment. So the idea is that we deploy a Vault cluster with Podman on Ansible. And currently I'm struggling with the initial secrets, initial certificates and keys because Vault needs an initial couple of certificates and keys to bootstrap before it is able to provide them by itself. So let's go to the scene. So as you can see, and I will quickly explain the idea. As you can see, I will create a specific crypto volume. Crypto as in cryptography, not as in the other thing. Crypto volume ownership and group. So in this crypto volume, I will generate the TLS key, then the CSR. Then I will fetch the CSR back to the provisioner because the provisioner has the couple keys and certs for the CA. So the provisioner will use them to generate the certificate, and then I will put back the certificate into this volume, and then I will start the service. So that's roughly the idea. So I create the crypto volume. Okay. Generate the TLS key. The TLS key should be in the crypto volume. So that means in this volume. Okay. And as a name, if I look at the listener, the name should be Vault Server Key. Okay. Here. It's ECC something, EC curve last. So I will put the curve last. It needs a subject alt name, but no, that's for the CSR already. Yeah, not the key. Curve. Okay, last. Type EC. Simple EC or double EC? ECC or EC? Let's see. ECC then. ED 25519. Okay, and what is the current crypto I want to use? SEC P384R1. It's not yet implemented. So let's go to the Mozilla JSON guidelines and take a look. Certificate curves, we have the prime 256v1, sec p384r1. These are the most recent ones. in intermediate. So where is this ED25519? ECDSA, certificate types. Is it not yet implemented? Type. ECDSA is ED25519, if I remember correctly. For the type. Wait, it's a bit blurry. Type curve. No, ECC should be correct. 384 R1, and the example is with 256 R1. Okay, so we are in the same type, ECC, elliptic curve cryptography. And these are the most recent ones according to Mozilla. Okay. Yes, 25519 is already TLS curves. Okay, it's already considered. I learned stuff. Okay. So we have the SEC P384R1. So that's what we need. ECC, perfect. So we have our private key. Then, from this private key, that changes only when this crypto volume change. So, co.volt crypto volume. Only when this one changes. So then we'll generate the signing request. Do we keep it in the same? Yes. Yes. It's not the most important part. The most important part is the certificate afterwards. So let's keep it in the same CSR. We'll use the private key that we generated. And for the country name, let's see what I used. EU. Yeah. I mean, it's not that important. The most important thing is the subject alt name and the CN. The rest, so let's stick to EU. Organization name, what did I put? Really? No. Yeah. To make things easier, I will just soft code all of that. email address, I think we don't need it. And inventory host name for the common name. Subject alt name. Okay. We can have it here. And let's check first if we can create a silly CSR DNS without all the organization name, country name stuff. Or maybe it's better to implement technical ones. Yeah, maybe it would be proper to implement technical ones. Yeah. Let's create an object with all these fields. Organization that generates these certificates, and let's put a dict go.vault.org and all the fields. So we want let me think. Yeah, no, that we won't implement. I want the country name, the common name it's already done, the country name, the idea being, of course, that these certificates are only there to bootstrap the Vault, that afterwards Vault takes over and generates some with its own logic. So let's not over-engineer them. We don't need it. organization name, organizational unit name. That's interesting to know because, of course, we can set already the owner. That I also should take care of. Owner and group. Should already be set. And these are the ones. Yep. State or province name, alt name, critical, yes, please, because otherwise that doesn't work, so I consider it's critical. Subject alt name critical, true. All right. Then yes, you can have the subject ordered as a list. Aha. I read in community crypto 2.0.0. Can use list as value. Mutually exclusive with subject and any other subject field options such as country name, state or province name, locality name, organizational unit name, command name or email address. Yes, but at the same time I'd like to have a clear dict, so I think I will stick to the other one. So that means we will implement it that way. So here, up. Okay. and we will take up. Country name. Okay. And for the rest, state or province name, locality name, organization name. Maybe in 5 minutes I will prefer to use the other one, but currently I don't know. Seems clearer. Okay. So we have all the informations required by the CSR. So here let's put some defaults. Volt, transit, up. What kind of defaults? Let's put the defaults. So the ones that are here. Country EU. State or province name Earth. Locality Earth. Org name up. Organizational unit Volt. And email address. Let's use this one. Okay. For Volt itself, let's put the same thing here. Transit in Volt. Okay, we are set. Let's go back. So CSR done. Then we need to fetch them. So in order to do that, I will take a look at what I did for WireGuard. Upload public key to provisioner. Okay, so that's basically that. There, I want to use copy and default CA certificates. What default did I use for WireGuard? Okay. I think it will be better named if I mention that it's in the provisioner. Provisioner. And here from the provisioner, it's in the template. Provisioner SSL path. Provisioner SSL path. Okay. Let's use the same naming. Provisioner vaults. There. Vault. Okay. Let's go back here. So we want to fetch the CSR and destination is here. The CSR are here. Okay. So we now have the CSR in the provisioner. So now we need to generate a TLS certificate from the CSR. I need to generate actually two. Oh, just for the yes, no, extended key usage. I need to generate a server and the client. Let's first finish the server, then we'll do the client. Generate TLS server key. Server certificate signing request. Fetch server signing request. Generate TLS server certificate. Okay. So it's local. It's when crypto volume changed. Provider on CA. The on CA path and private keys are there. So we'll use the CA key path and CA cert path. The CSR, let's get it. Boom, 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 boom. I need the inventory host name, then I need the whole path from root. Okay. So the path is that and the inventory host name. There. it's very long. I don't like when it's long like that. Is there a way to shorten it? I never remember if it's... That's okay. It will be a job later when we start to use YAML lint or Ansible lint, and that it will complain because it's too long. Oh, by the way, I did a mistake. CSR path, and the path itself should be actually thank you, NerdDevOps, for the follow. NerdDevOps, thank you for the follow. Up. No problem, mate. Good content here. Thank you. I mean, I'm just coding live. I'm not sure the content is that good, but thank you. So we have the CSR path, we have the path, we have the on-CA path, the on-CA private key path. So normally it should work. Let's hope so. I suck at Ansible, getting my first steps a couple days ago. So welcome! Welcome to the other side of Ansible, because I do that for 8 years, something like that. And yeah, try not to be disgusted by what I do, because it's I do multiple loops, multiple shenanigans with it. So do you know what I'm currently doing? So I think that for the certs, we don't need anything else. So now we need to put it back in the volume. So for that, copy source test By the way, why is there a lookup and user here? So that means that there is still a lookup and user somewhere there, or in main, or maybe it's an example. Handler maybe? Ah, here. Ah. There is no end user anymore. Ah, no, those are true. Locally there is one. Locally there is one. Of course. Yes, okay, so that can stay. And by the way, it could be a good idea to create this directory, otherwise I won't be able to fetch the certificates here. So, good. Create vault certificates. And that tells me that this description is not the best because it's not the keys in WireGuard that I upload in the provisioner, but the public keys, and that's very important. Public keys directory in provisioner. Okay. So here, Vault, provisioner, provisioner. So that means that here, as I change the variable, I need to change it here as well. Provisioner, perfect. Provisioner. Okay, so now let's add back the certificate. Source here, destination a bit less things. Okay. We copy, we ensure that it only happens when the crypto volume changes. The mode, it's the public cert. Do we need to be that restrictive with the public cert? A bit less than with the private key. Let's add at least a group as a 4, as a read. And now we need to change the owner and group. And we have the generation of our certificate with the attack surface reduced as much as possible. So the key is generated in place, never transported, it stays there. Then from the key we generate the CSR. The CSR is transported back to the provisioner. The provisioner contains the key of the CA. With this key of the CA, it signs the CSR and generates the certificate, and we put back the certificate in the correct volume. So normally the only moving pieces are the CSR and the certificate, so the public parts. So normally it should be more or less okay. Let's do the same thing, but for the client CA. Maybe I should split into a separate file, generate cert and generate client cert. .yml. Okay. And let's take this part until there. put it here. Here as well, and we change later. Okay, let's call the two files in the main. As you can see, I also started to take care of the IP table system, but I'm not yet satisfied. So that's why it's commented. I will work on it later. Create certificates. Create client certificate. So generate cert. Generate client cert. Okay. And now we can remove it from the stateful sets. So it's easier to read a bit on the margin. So cert, normally it's done. So let's do the client cert one. So that means that if I look at my listener, it's the quote client. Okay, I put it. Where is it? It's normally storage. Vault client. Okay. So let's create a Vault client key. Same conditions. Generate TLS client key. TLS client certificate signing request. Client CSR. Okay, so vault client.csr, client key. Okay, now we should have also a difference there because the usage of the client certificate is a bit different than the one of the server. For the server, as you can see in these init command that I wanted to implement before, but I transformed them now in the Ansible task. As you can see here, you have the authority key, identifier, key ID, and so on and so on. Subject key identifier hash, or for instance, that could be also great to add it in the CSR. Subject key identifier. Yeah, no. So the main difference is the extended key usage here, client out. Extended key usage. And of course, the extended key usage is critical. I can also add it for the server. Client out. Okay, it's a list. Okay. And does it exist for server out? I suppose so. So that's for the CSR. Oh, that's right. The subject alt name is also a list. Up. Extended key usage client out. extended key usage critical true. Actually, it's server halt. There. Let's go here. Client out. Okay. Client with a C. Client out. Okay. Vault client, vault key. Sorry. Client CSR, client key. So now we need to. Okay, so that normally should be or should already be created, but I'd like to have self-encompassed files. So let's declare it here again. CSR, we fetch it. We generate the cert with this very long string that I will have to rewrite when I will start to implement Ansible lint. And add the TLS. It's not server, it's client. 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 Okay. So everything is generated. Let's run it. I'm just thinking about. Yes, there is one missing piece. To generate the TLS client certificate, I use client CA. Client is after CA. It's after CA. Okay. Okay. And now let's run that. Let's see if everything breaks or not. So let's go back to the environment. Let's go to the Vagrant endpoint. Normally everything is synchronized because of the async auto here. So now I just have to deploy and see. It breaks. Okay, perfect. Create the crypto volume. Item is undefined. Item type. General cert. Create the crypto volume. When item type. Of course. It's not item type because we removed the loop. It's just this simple volume. Okay. And let's go back to the Vagrant endpoint. Let's redeploy and let's see. And let's see. Okay, create the crypto volume. Now, what's the problem? List object has no attribute type. Yes. Yes, because I'm stupid. I kept it as a list object, even if there is only one value now. Up. Okay. Oh, that also means that I have to change it here. Name. Here. In the podman definition, because I use Ansible to deploy podman stuff. Okay. And the persistent volume claim, it's created up here. Okay, namespace, I will soft copy them later because I need to. Because currently we can't deploy 2 Vault clusters in parallel on the same machines. So I don't see the use case for that, but in any case, we need to soft code the namespace to make it more flexible. Okay. The name, volume name. Okay, the persistent volume claim should be there. So let's go back, wrong window, up. Up. Whoa, 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 whoa. No. It's running? Ah, no, it's failing. When it works too well, it's never a good sign. So, let's check. First thing first, let's check if the certificate is there, share, Vault and WireGuard are there, and it's empty. It should not be. Yes, because the crypto volume was already created, so of course nothing was created. Okay, of course. So for that, I will do it on the first node. I will clean all the volumes. So the first is the fourth there because I do a chain of vaults. One being opened by a secret share of Shamir that I call transit, and the other using the first one to be automatically opened using the transit engine between the two. So that's why I call the first transit. And the first is on the last position, so node 4, 5, and 6, because for test I only used 3 nodes instead of 5. In a production environment, you should be 5 nodes based. Okay, I put down the Copent Cube Vaults. I will remove the corresponding podman definition. Okay. I will list the volumes. Well, singular. Okay. I will destroy this one. The init is not needed anymore. Is it defined? Still, normally it should not be. No, it's not. So it's a rest from before, which is not normal, because normally with the down, the config map volume should be destroyed. They are not stateful set per se. Anyway, let's clean now the TLS one. Okay. And let's redeploy. Of course, the client certificates won't be created because I check for the same volume, and the same volume is already created. So let me think. I think I should create the crypto volume in the main phase, right after the stateful set, and put the when change at the main level. Does it work? Does include tasks accept the when changed? I don't remember. And by the way, if I factorize, let's factorize completely. I want also that here. Okay. So that way we can remove the crypto volume here. We can remove the when. And we can remove the vault certs directory in provisioner. Okay. So we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. Perfect. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. Perfect. Okay, so let's go back on our deployment. Let's go to Vanguard 4. Let's clean absolutely everything. Down. RM Vault TLS. I want to see. Okay, the rest. 5. So, boom. Yeah, that's true. I also need to clean the cube definition. Okay. Is there something running? You know what? Let's deploy it from scratch. Just to be sure. It will take, I don't know, 10 minutes. No. I'm looking at the most efficient way to test this stuff. Podman. Pod RM. This one. Okay. That's more efficient. And pod man volume TLS. Yes, of course. Okay. Volume RM TLS and RM Podman manifest. Oop. Okay. Let's redeploy and see. The crypto volume is created. The certificates server and clients are created. Podman. Yes. Oh. So afterwards, we'll check the logs to see if Vault is correctly started or if it's a false negative. And then, as it is the one with the secret share of Shamir, we have to check all these setup. So, Podman PS. Doesn't look good. It's not. What happened? Operation not permitted on the Vault logs. What is not permitted on Vault logs? So, volume name, volume mount path. If I look at the deploy cube, it's still a problem of permissions, but let's check. Vault logs, component vault logs. Okay. So the handlers should take care of that. owner group. Shown. Operation not permitted. Vault want to show vault logs. Did I add the IPC log? Normally I added it because that's something else that I have to check with Vault. It requires this kappa. It's there. IPC log. Skip shown true. Perfect. Man. Yes, you need. Skip shown true. Perfect. Now let's redeploy a next error. Enable to set cap effective capability separation not permitted. Yes, normally you should not need these permission, but apparently you need. So so maybe I will need to add this permission Vault. Okay, so we need to set cap to Vault. Oh, yes, I can put skip set cap instead. Would be preferable, I think. to reduce the capabilities instead of adding new. Error loading configuration from vault config. Error loading vault config vault storage app.hcl at 423 unknown token. Vault storage. If vault node different than inventory host name, so there is a typo somewhere. Ident HTTPS. Vault retry John leader API address. Maybe it's double quote around. Yeah, it seems to be double quote around. Let's put double quote. Okay. There. And let's put double. So this one, we don't need it anymore. Let's put double quote around everything, just to be sure. Telemetry. Transit, that's for later. By the way, transit has a boolean with double quote around. Interesting. Why? Let's remove them, but anyway, it's for later. Another one here. I don't like boolean with double quotes because I like booleans to be booleans. You know. So let's try again. I should add more lights because the green screen is completely broken. I'll add this one, but my eyes will melt. Woof. Oh, better. Okay, let's go back to the logs. Oh. No such file or directory etc ssl container vault client.crt. Yes. Okay. So that means that here I put the wrong path somewhere. What do we have in what's the path? The outside path of the containers. Podman, where are you? Here. Valid containers. I think that's the one. Yeah. TLS data. But vault client.crt is there. It's not empty, right? No. What about the permissions? The correct ones. Is it still failing? Yes. etc ssl container. etc ssl container. Vault client.crt. Demand path. I forgot the demand path. Of course. Name. Up. This one. Okay. Demand path. By the way, let's use that. etc SSL container. So let's use that correctly in the config there. Let's put daemon path. CA, etc SSL CA. Not yet. Okay. etc SSL CA, can we extract it? I mean, we may, because it's not one of the persistent volume. It's defined. It's the secret. Interesting. Yes, that could be something that we could also soft code. Let me think. Code print vault secret etc SSL CA. For later. Let's check first if now that works. Okay, let's check. Vault server configuration. API address. WAGART 4 under cloud. Cluster address. Yes. I don't like that. Because, I mean, of course that's correct. But I'd like to have it through the DNS ones. So the ones I defined. I mean, let's check that back later. But the idea is that I declare them here: Vault 1, Vault 2, Vault 3, Transit Vault 1, Transit Vault 2, Transit Vault 3. And I use the DNS to have correct API endpoints. So not the host name. Let's check that later. So what's the problem there? Error initializing dev mode. Vault is already initialized. Yes, I mean, I don't look. TLS disabled? No, TLS enabled. What? Wait. So, yes, the file backend is not used. I'm a bit puzzled. Because normally we are not in environment in dev environment. Mlock recovery mode false. Listener TCP address TLS disabled, TLS enabled. Maybe we need after all these but we already did good progress. Let's clean the environment again. Can we wildcard? Yes, perhaps. No. Shit. So TLS, I want also raft out. By the way, file should not be set in production environment. So let's remove it from the list. There. Okay. And Raft. Let's go. So let's check the logs. Okay. Error. Root telemetry. Disable hostname unknown type. So this one should be actually. Why should we disable the hostname? Vault telemetry Prometheus. With the local hostname. No, that's true. These are normally cluster related, so we should not have the hostname. Oh. Okay. Okay, for Prometheus, they recommend that we disable the hostname. So let's stick to that then. And now we are back on our problem. So the API port is correct. The environment variables are correct. Why TLS is disabled here, I don't know. The listener is a mess. Vault listener. Address, inventory host name, cluster address. But even if we put that, listener TCP, yes, but the address is completely wrong. The cluster address as well. And TLS is disabled. Why? For the first listener. Maybe it's not detected. Ah. It's not detected. It's not there. Of course. Of course. So Vault Prometheus policy here. Vault storage app here. Vault telemetry app here. And Vault listener should also be listed here, but it's not. Why? I don't know. Okay. We don't need this one anymore. Vault listener up. Okay. Storage, telemetry, Prometheus, listener. Auto and seal and transit. So auto and seal is there only for the signature of Shamir 1 and transit for the other. Okay. So simple component vault config use transit vault transit app and component vault config is transit auto seal policy 1. Perfect. Okay. No, wrong command. Let's redeploy. Okay. Let's reconnect. Better. Unknown or unsupported field TLS prefer server cipher suites found. Field TLS CA file found in. Okay. Interesting. Value T not supported. Yes. That will be better. That's better. TLS cipher suite and prefer server cipher suite. Okay, and TLS CA file. Prefer server. Okay. CA file. Why? Let's check. Cert file, key file. Concatenate. Shit. Deprecated. Okay. Let's try without the CA, otherwise we'll have to concatenate. Let's try. Let me think. Is it the only place where we have the CA? No, we have it here. Okay. Yeah, I think we can start with that, and we will put the sidecar container. We will have to do the logic in it. Okay, value TLS v1.3 not supported, TLS 13. Okay, that's not the value they want. Okay. So let's see if in the guidelines, so it's already open here. Let's see if we have one that is already formatted, otherwise we have to format it. TLS 13. Is there TLS v1.3? Is there one with a better format? No? v1.2, v1, 13, 11, this 12, okay. Actually, that should be an external script. I will implement it the way Go wants it, because it's the Go format there, TLS13. And when I will put in place the CI/CD with this guideline there, I will write a script that converts the value from the value in the guidelines to the value in Go. Yeah, TLS13. So, did we reach the seal? Oh, not yet. Okay, TLS enabled, TCP, okay. So we still have one listener there. I want to get rid of it. Why do we have this listener? It creates a default listener. Why? Because maybe there is a previous one and it didn't clean it. Maybe because telemetry is part of it. And it was shown as a separate one. No, no. So we have this listener there, and error initializing dev mode. Vault is already initialized. That's due to the fact maybe that the listener was not correctly implemented on the first time, and that Vault used the default one, which is for dev. So what we will do is we will shut it down. We will TLS and RM up, podman manifest up. Alright, and now let's redeploy and see. Log. Still dev mode. Still this first listener. So I need a way to ensure that this first listener does not exist and that the dev mode is not set. You can also use the Vault Redirect interface and the Vault Cluster interface So I want to disable dev mode, please. Wait, maybe the command or the entry point. Let's check that. Podman images. Okay. Podman image inspect. So expose, okay, server dev, yes, okay, that's okay. So I have to override the command to put only server, okay. Vault or server? What's the command? Server. Simply that. Let's do double quote. Okay. And the result of that teasing will be for the next stream. So for the replay, hello and goodbye and see you. So I stop the recording now. Tschüss.